Okay, Assalamu alaikum everybody. Welcome back. We're continuing the topic of probability. We've already done first 10 questions of the worksheet. Our plan for today is do question 10 to question 20, as many as we can in the homework, and whatever is left in the classwork and whatever is left will go in homework. Question 11 to question 20. Okay, so here is question 11. देखते हैं क्लास में कितना कवर होता है और बाकी फिर होमवर्क में जाएगा, क्योंकि कल तक ना हमने प्रोबेबिलिटी का टॉपिक ख़त्म करना है. परसों से वील स्टार्ट परम्यूटेशंस एंड कॉम्बिनेशंस. ओके, सो हियर इज क्वेश्चन 11. जस्ट गिव मी अ सेकंड. The probability that Hank goes swimming on any day is 0.2. You can see that in the diagram. That probability that Hank goes swimming is 0.2. Then what will be the probability that he does not go swimming? यहाँ क्या आना चाहिए? If this is 0.2, 0.8. Yes, so we'll write 0.8 here. So then this should be 0.8. Okay. On a day when he goes swimming, probability that Hank has burgers for supper is 0.75. If he's going swimming, probability that he buy a burger or eat a burger is 0.75. Then what will be the probability that he will not eat a burger? That will be the probability that he will not eat a burger would be 1 minus 0.75, which will be 0.25. And on the day he does not go swimming, probability that he eats a burger would be X. Then the probability that he does not eat a burger would be 1 minus X. Sorry, the picture is a little blurred. This is X, this is 0.75, and this is 0.2. Okay. This information is shown on the following tree diagram. Kuch questions may they give you the tree diagram. In some questions you have to draw it from scratch, so you should be ready for any case. The diagram shows that Hank has burgers for supper. The probability that Hank has burgers for supper on any day is 0.5. Find X. Okay, so we are given a probability. Probability that Hank has burgers for supper on any day is 0.5. Now we look at the diagram and we will find our own probability that he has burgers for supper in terms of X. So that is going to be, there are two cases in which he has burgers for supper. This is the first one, that he goes swimming and then has burgers. And this is the other case, that he does not go swimming and still has burgers. So what you'll do 0.2 times 0.75 plus 0.8 times x. This is the times x. This is the probability that he has burgers for supper. So for part 1, we'll write 0.2 into 0.75, goes swimming and has burgers, or is plus, does not go swimming 0.8 and has burgers, so x. Now this probability is already given to us. It's 0.5. So now you have to make x the subject. First we're going to multiply 0.2 and 0.75. Take it to the other side through subtraction, and then we'll divide 0.8 on both sides. So I'm going to do 0.5 minus 0.2 times 0.75 first, and then I'm going to divide the answer with 0.8. That gives me 0.4375. So x is 0.4375. multiply these two together, take it to the other side, subtract with 0.5, and then divide 0.8 on both sides. Okay, that's how we do part 1. Part 2. Given that Hank has burgers for suppers, find the probability he went swimming that day. This is clearly a question on conditional probability. What condition is given to us? जो कि हो चुकी है definitely. What is that? Let me reread the question. Given that Hank has burgers for supper, find the probability that he went swimming that day. इनमें से कौन सी चीज guaranteed हो चुकी है? Given that he has burgers for supper, so this will be probability he goes swimming given that he has burgers for supper. Okay, so S given B. We know for sure that he had burgers, so slash के नीचे B आ गया. Okay. Ab we know the formula for conditional probability. What is that? In the numerator, you find probability swimming and burgers. And in the denominator, you find the probability of him having burgers for supper. ठीक है. Denominator पहले ही दिया हुआ है question में. ये देखो 0.5. Probability that he has burgers for supper is already known, 0.5. We write it in the denominator. And in the numerator, we have to write down the probability that he goes for swimming and has burgers. That will be found from the tree diagram right here. He goes for swimming and has burgers. So it's going to be 0.2 times 0.75. So numerator will be swimming, which has a probability of 0.2. Intersection means and means multiply. Multiply by the probability that he has burgers there. This comes out to be 0.3. 0.2 into 0.75 divided by 0.5 is 0.3. This was question number 11. Next would be question number 12. Okay. 2 fair dice are thrown. Event A is the scores differs by 3 or more. Find the probability of this event. Okay. So probability का formula होता है favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. So if a dice is thrown 2 times, can you tell me total outcomes कितने होते हैं? Sorry? नहीं, 12 से ज़्यादा होते हैं. 36. देखो पहले के आउटकम्स कितने होते हैं? 6. दूसरे के आउटकम भी 6. तो 6 into 6 से 36 आता है. I am going to draw something called a possibility diagram that makes such questions quite easy. Possibility diagram. Okay, so the first throw will have outcomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the second throw will also have same outcomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's make a table here, and you'll see that we have 36 outcomes very clearly. You may write first throw here if you want. First throw, and this will be second throw. Okay, this is called a possibility diagram. If you make it, you can clearly see there are 36 outcomes. Okay, can anybody tell me what is this representing? Iska kya matlab hai? The one that I've colored. What does this mean? क्या हुआ है? First throw में क्या आया? Second throw में क्या आया? That means we got 3 in the first throw and 4 in the second throw. So we can quickly see all the outcomes that are possible. So possibility diagram comes in very, very handy in some cases. Okay. So now for part 1, sorry, before that we know that denominator would be 36 because total outcomes are 36. Okay. Now we're going to put a tick on all our favorable outcomes. Okay, so the score should differ by 3. So when does the score differ by 3? When the difference of these numbers is going to be 3. Okay, so 1 minus 1 is not 3. 2 minus 1 is not 3. 3 minus 1 is not 3. 4 minus 1 is 3. Spec tick लगा देते. यहाँ पे आ गया 3. ठीक है, so this is one of our favorable outcomes. Okay, अच्छा, it says that the score should differ by 3 or more. So फिर that means we'll also take 5-1 and 6-1. ठीक है, so I've put ticks in all 3 of them. Then in the second row, we will put a tick on 2-5 and 2-6 so that the score differs by 3 or more. And in the third one, we'll put a tick in the last one, 6 and 3. Then the score will differ by 3 or more. Okay. And then for the fourth row, we'll put a tick on 1 and 4, 1, 4, and not on 2, 4, not on 3, 4, not on 4, 4, not on 5, 4, and not on 6, 4. Okay. Then next we'll put a tick on 1, 5. Then the score differs by 3 or more. Then 2, 5. And I believe that's it. Not on 3, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5, and 6, 5. Okay. Then in the last row, we'll put a tick on 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6. Okay. Are these all the outcomes? How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So then the probability should be 12 over 36. Which gets simplified to 1/3. अगर पॉसिबिलिटी डायग्राम नहीं बनाते तो फिर हमें सारे आउटकम्स लिखने पड़ते. Okay. Part 2. Event B is the product of the score is 8 or greater. Okay, now we will not be finding the differences but the product, and we'll put a tick where the product is greater than 8, when the product of the score is greater than 8. Okay, I've already placed ticks. Now I'm going to put star X. Okay, so the product needs to be greater than 8. So here and here, 5 times 2, 6 times 2. Okay, then here and in all of these, the product should be greater than 8. Okay, then here, then in all of these, and then in all of these. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We're getting 20 such outcomes where the product is greater than 8. So this should be 20 over 36 simplified to 5/9. State with a reason whether A and B are mutually exclusive. If you remember mutually exclusive from our first lesson on probability, if events are mutually exclusive, if ME mutually exclusive, then the product should have no intersection. The event should have no intersection. Then probability of event A and probability of event B must be equals to zero. That means they can not overlap. So अब हम चेक करेंगे कि is that true कि ये दोनों events overlap नहीं हो सकते. Look at the table. हमारे पास कितने ऐसे केसेस हैं जिसमें ये दोनों इवेंट्स इकट्ठे हो रहे हैं, जहां मैंने स्टार भी लगाया है और टिक भी लगाया है. 5-2 में, 6-2 में, 6-3 में, और फिर 2-5 में, फिर 2-6 में, फिर 3-6 में. सो फिर नहीं हुए म्यूचुअली एक्सक्लूसिव. we're getting a probability for A and B, which is 6/36, which is 1/6. So not mutually exclusive. So they are not mutually exclusive. अगर म्यूचुअली एक्सक्लूसिव होते ना तो इसका आंसर 0 आना चाहिए था, because in mutually exclusive events the intersection of the two events is equals to 0. That means they cannot occur simultaneously, they cannot occur together. But these events are occurring together. They have a probability of 1/6, so they are not mutually exclusive. Question 13. Jamie is equally likely to attend or not attend a training session before the football match. This very much looks like a question on tree diagram. अगर कहेंगे या नहीं भी कहेंगे, हम tree diagram बना लेंगे. That makes the question a lot more simpler. Okay, so he's equally likely to attend or not attend a training session. So यहाँ लिख लेते हैं attend, और यहाँ लिख लेते हैं does not या बस not attend. Okay. If he is equally likely to attend or not attend, तो इन दोनों branches पे probability क्या लिखूं? Equally likely attending or not attending. That means same probability है. What would that be? दोनों branches पे क्या probability होनी चाहिए ताकि वो same हो? Half and half. So because the sum needs to be 1, so it's going to be half and half. Okay. Jamie is equally likely to attend or not to attend a training session before a football match. If he attends, यहाँ पे करते हैं, he is certain to be chosen for the team which plays the match. So यहाँ लिख लेते हैं chosen for the team, और यहाँ लिख लेते हैं not chosen. Or either we will write chosen and not chosen. So if he attends, he is certain to be chosen for the team for which plays in the match. So they're saying अगर उसने attend कर लिया session, तो फिर definitely he gets chosen for the team. So that means we write 1 here and 0 here. So we write 1 here and 0 here. If he does not attend, there is a probability of 0.6 that he will be chosen for the team. So we write 0.6 here. Then what should we write in the branch under that? 0.4, because the sum needs to be 1. Okay. Find the probability that Jamie is chosen for the team. Now there are two cases in which he gets chosen for the team. If he attends the training session and gets chosen, or he does not attend the training session and still gets chosen. So answer for part 1 will be, you will multiply the products in both these branches and then add the result. So attends and chosen, or does not attend and is chosen. So we followed these branches: attends and chosen, and does not attend and is chosen. So half times 1 plus half times 0.6, which gives us 0.8. Part 2 is, find the conditional probability that Jamie attends the training session given that he was chosen for the team. Given that he was chosen for the team का मतलब है स्लैश के बाद chosen लिखेंगे. Given that he was chosen. ठीक है, स्लैश के नीचे chosen और उसके ऊपर attends the training session. So we write attend here. So this is a question on attend given chosen. Let me reread the question. Find the conditional probability that Jamie attended the training session given that he was chosen for the team. So you are told that he is already chosen. Find the probability that he also attended the training session. Okay, so this will be, we'll use the formula for conditional probability, which we know is probability attends and is chosen. न्यूमरेटर में इन दोनों का इंटरसेक्शन हो जाता है. डिनोमिनेटर में खाली नीचे वाली प्रोबेबिलिटी आती है, which is chosen. Okay. In most of the cases, they already make you find this in the previous part, like it is the case in this question. In part 1, they already made you find the probability that he gets chosen for the team, which came out to be 0.8. So the denominator is just going to be 0.8 from the answer of previous part. Numerator is attends and is chosen, which is this branch, attends and is chosen. So half into 1. So numerator will be half times 1, which gets us 0.625. That is going to be the answer. Okay. So this was 13. Now let's start 14. So 14 is Fabio drinks coffee each morning. He chooses Americano, cappuccino, or latte with the probabilities of 0.5, 0.3, 0.2. Let's make a tree diagram. So he chooses one of the 3 types of coffees, Americano, cappuccino, and latte with the probabilities of 0.5, 0.3, and 0.2. अगर इनमें से कोई भी एक प्रोबेबिलिटी ना भी गिवन होती तो हम खुद भी निकाल लेते, बाकी 2 को सम करके 1 से सब्ट्रैक्ट करके. Okay, if he chooses Americano, he either drinks it immediately with probability 0.8 or drinks or leaves it to drink later. Okay, so drinks immediately or drinks later. So let's write immediately. और यहाँ लिखेंगे later. We can represent it with I and represent this with L. So here I'll write I and L and I and L. Okay, so if he chooses Americano, he either drinks it immediately with a probability of 0.8 or drinks it later. Later की probability हो जाएगी 0.2. If he chooses cappuccino, he either drinks it immediately with a probability of 0.6 or leaves it to drink later. तो later पे हम लिख देंगे 0.4 because the sum has to be 1 on all of the branches. Okay. And if he chooses latte, he either drinks it immediately with a probability of 0.1 or leaves it to drink later, which is going to be 0.9. Okay. Find the probability that Fabio chooses Americano and leaves it to drink later. So Americano, but leaves it to drink later. So 0.5 into 0.2. So answer for part 1 is going to be 0.5 into 0.2. Question 14. Okay. 0.1. Okay. Part 2. Fabio drinks his coffee immediately. Find the probability he chooses latte. ये किस चीज का क्वेश्चन है? Fabio drinks his coffee immediately. Finds the probability he chooses latte. जी कंडीशनल probability है. स्लैश के नीचे क्या लिखेंगे? क्या चीज हो चुकी है? Yeah, drinks coffee immediately. So I हो चुका है. Immediately हो चुका है तो हम स्लैश I लिख लेंगे और ऊपर लिखेंगे लाटे. Okay, so अच्छा ये later और latte different है. So I think I write later here and later here ताकि confusion ना हो और ये L latte है. Okay, so I'll write probability. We know that he drinks it immediately, so denominator में immediately स्लैश के नीचे और स्लैश के ऊपर probability that he chooses latte. Okay. So now I'm going to use the formula of conditional probability, which is find intersection in the numerator, so latte and immediately divided by probability that he drinks immediately. So latte and immediately would be this latte 0.2 and then immediately is 0.1. So multiply these 0.2 into 0.1. Okay. In the denominator, we have to write all the probabilities, all the cases where he drinks his coffee immediately. Those are 3 cases. एक तो है he drinks Americano and drinks it immediately. So he orders Americano and drinks it immediately. So 0.4 into 0.5 into 0.8 plus orders cappuccino and drinks it immediately. So 0.3 into 0.6 plus orders latte and drinks it immediately. Yes, so we're going to write 0.5 into 0.8 plus 0.3 into 0.6 plus 0.2 into 0.1. Okay, so this will be 1 over 30 according to the answers. This will get us 1 by 30. So we get 1 by 30. Question 15. Okay, question 15. Ronnie obtained data about the gross domestic product and the birth rate for 170 countries. He classified each GDP and each birth rate as low or medium or high. The table shows the number of countries in each category. One of these countries is chosen at random. Find the probability that the country chosen has a medium GDP. Simple probability का question है. Numerator में favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. Favorable outcomes क्या है? Probability that the country chosen has a medium GDP. Please tell me how many countries from the table have medium GDPs. How many countries have medium GDPs? Table से देख के बताएं. 74, yes. There are 74 countries that have medium GDPs. These 74 countries. Divided by total outcomes. How many total outcomes do we have? The total number of countries, which are 170. Simplify this. 37 over 85 should be the answer for first part. It's only for 1 mark. The favorable outcomes over total number of outcomes. Favorable outcomes and medium GDP. Yeah. इनका sum कर लिया. Divided by total outcomes कितने ये total numbers? 170. So 74 over 170. Part 2. Find the probability that the country chosen has a low birth rate given that it does not have medium GDP. Find the probability that the country chosen has low birth rate. Low birth rate वाले ये हैं. Given that it does not have medium GDP. कौन सी कंट्रीज की बात हो रही है? लो बर्थ रेट हो लेकिन मीडियम मीडियम जीडीपी ना हो. किन की बात हो रही है? देख के बताएं टेबल में. लो बर्थ रेट बट मीडियम जीडीपी नहीं होना चाहिए. मीडियम जीडीपी नहीं होना चाहिए. लो बर्थ रेट होना चाहिए बट मीडियम जीडीपी नहीं होना चाहिए. कौन सा केस है? Low birth rate given it does not have medium GDP. इसको अगर ए कह दें ऊपर वाले को और नीचे वाले को बी कह लेते हैं. ठीक है. सो प्रोबेबिलिटी ए गिवन बी. सो दैट विल बी न्यूमरेटर में इंटरसेक्शन करेंगे और डिनोमिनेटर में खाली बी वाला केस करेंगे. ओके. न्यूमरेटर इज इंटरसेक्शन के लो बर्थ रेट भी हो but medium GDP now. So can you tell me from the table कितनी countries हैं जिनका low birth rate है but medium GDP नहीं? Low birth rate वाले ये हैं. Low birth rate है but medium GDP नहीं है. How many countries are these? ये मतलब ये दोनों groups. इसको निकालना है. ठीक है. Low birth rate होना चाहिए लेकिन मीडियम जीडीपी नहीं होना चाहिए. सो दैट मींस दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस एंड दिस. तो ये कितने हो गए टोटल? दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इन द न्यूमरेटर दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस दीज कंट्रीज एंड दीज कंट्रीज. इनका लो बर्थ रेट तो है लेकिन मीडियम जीडीपी नहीं है. मिडिल वाला हटा दिया इनमें से. सो दैट्स गोइंग टू बी 36, 37, 38 over probability के लिए total number of countries 170 divided by probability that the countries do not have medium GDPs. अब कितनी countries हैं जिनका medium GDP नहीं है, वो टेबल से देख के बताएं. मीडियम जीडीपी कितनी कंट्रीज हैं जिनका नहीं है, काउंट करके बताएं. किन किन को काउंट करेंगे? नहीं, 5 कंट्रीज तो नहीं है. All those countries that do not have a medium GDP, that means इनको निकाल देंगे. इसका मीडियम जीडीपी है, इसका भी मीडियम जीडीपी है, इसका भी मीडियम जीडीपी है. इनको हटा दो, बाकी कितने रह गए? 96. So denominator will be 96 over 170. Okay, so find the final answer. 170 and 170 will just cancel out. 38 over 96 gives 19 over 48, which is the correct answer. Okay. Okay, part 3 and 4 भी हैं इसके. So let me move that here. Okay, let's take a look at part 3. Part 3 says, state with the reason whether or not the events that country chosen has high GDP and country chosen has high birth rate are exclusive. Exclusive का मतलब है mutually exclusive. So mutually exclusive क्या होते हैं? जिनका intersection 0 हो. So we have to check कि क्या इन दोनों का intersection 0 है. The country chosen has a high GDP and the country chosen has high birth rate. क्या इन दोनों चीजों का इंटरसेक्शन 0 है? लेट्स गो इन द टेबल एंड लेट्स सी वो वाली कंट्रीज जिनकी दोनों चीजें हाई हो, जीडीपी भी हाई हो और बर्थ रेट भी हाई हो, दैट इज 0. सो दैट मीन्स यस दे आर म्यूचुअली एक्सक्लूसिव. Okay, so for part 3, let me paste part 3 again. We had to find whether these two events were mutually exclusive or not. Mutually exclusive क्या होते हैं? जिनका intersection 0. तो हमने figure में टेबल में जाके देख लिया कि है जहाँ if high GDP is high and birth rate is high, there is no such country. So the intersection is 0. So we state that down. Since for answer for part 3 we'll write probability high GDP intersection high birth rate is equals to 0 over 170 equals to 0. Hence, yes, they are mutually exclusive. They are mutually exclusive. So if the intersection is 0, then they are mutually exclusive, which is the case in this question. Okay, part 4. find the probability that both countries chosen have median GDP and medium birth rate. Okay, so find the probability that both countries chosen have a medium GDP and a medium birth rate. So अब हमने two countries choose करनी है. That means we will be using two fractions. और ये वो वाला केस है जिसमें denominator भी कम होता है अगले केस में. Okay, but हमने choose किस में से करनी है? Medium ही था ना. Let me see. Medium GDP and medium birth rate. तो that means इसमें से choose करनी है. Medium GDPs and medium birth rate. Okay, so इसमें से two countries are chosen at random. Find the probability both of them have medium birth rate and medium GDPs. अच्छा नहीं, मैंने क्वेश्चन नहीं सही पढ़ा. Let me reread the question. Question is starting from here. इसको दोबारा पढ़ते हैं. Okay, I think I made a mistake in understanding the question. It says that one country is chosen at random from those countries which have a medium GDP. So that इसको highlight करते हैं. किसकी बात हो रही है? One country is chosen at random from these. इधर से एक country choose हुई है, ठीक है? Pink part से. One country is chosen at random from the countries that have medium GDPs. And then a different country is chosen at random from those which have a medium birth rate. उसके बाद इसमें से choose हुई है medium birth rate वाले ये countries. So एक country pink part से choose हुई है, एक country blue part से choose हुई है. Find the probability that both countries chosen have a medium GDP and have a medium birth rate. Okay, so that means दोनों जो हैं वो इस part से choose होनी चाहिए. So we're going to write two different fractions, एक numerator over denominator into another numerator over denominator. When two cases are chosen, तो यही इसी तरह होता है. We write two fractions. Okay, what should I write in the first fraction? One country is chosen from the countries that has a medium GDP, but we can only choose it from this क्योंकि वो कह रहे हैं दोनों में आना चाहिए. So what should be the probability that this gets chosen from the pink part? What should be the fraction? 42 over 170 नहीं, 42 सही बोला है. यहाँ पे 42 आएगा, but denominator में 170 नहीं आएगा because we haven't chosen that from everything. We have only chosen it from the median GDP. इससे choose हुआ. So give in the denominator you will have to find the sum of these. ठीक है? Which is going to be, what's the sum of these three? इन तीनों का सम हो गया 20 plus 42 plus 12. So it's going to be 74. Okay, so the first denominator is going to be 74. The next country chosen, तो पहले तो बताया इसमें से choose हुआ, फिर उन्होंने कहा लेकिन इसी में से choose होना. आपने find करनी probability that it gets chosen from here. ठीक है, let me reread that. Let me read the statement again. Find the probability that both countries chosen have a median GDP and median birth rate. So जो आपने second भी choose करनी है ना, although you have to choose it from the blue column, but you have to choose the one that falls in the overlapping part. अब दोबारा से एक choose हुई है जो इसमें से होगी. तो what should be the next numerator? 41 is absolutely correct क्योंकि एक कम हो गया. पहले 42 थी मिडल में, जब एक चूज हो गया तो 41 हो गया. अच्छा, अब इसके डिनोमिनेटर में क्या आएगा? इधर से चूज हुई है वो. ठीक है, द सेकेंड फ्रैक्शन गॉट चोजन फ्रॉम द ब्लू पार्ट. सो इट्स गोइंग टू बी 5 plus 42 plus 8, but 55 नहीं लिखेंगे. We write 55 minus 1, 54, क्योंकि इस ग्रुप का एक पहले चूज हो चुका है. So it's going to be 54 here. Why did I write 54? Because for when we chose this one, that also got chosen from here. So इस group में से एक काम हो चुका है. So we're going to write 54. So 42 over 74 into 41 over 54, and this comes out to be 42 into 41 upon 74 into 54, which gives 287 over 666. 287 over 666, which is the correct answer. Okay. Okay, I think that should be enough. I'll give 16, 17, and 18 as homework. Okay, that would be all for today.